Hey guys, welcome to the Trucking Couples. My name is Frank, and on this channel, we discuss everything team trucking, whether it's trucks, the industry, or the lifestyle. We deal with expedited, and that is our specialty, and that's what we're going to talk about today. This video is going to be about the drivers versus dispatchers, and how they feel about each other. First of all, I want to let you know if you are interested in doing what we do, becoming an expediter as a team, and you're interested in finding out more information, just want to talk to me, you can email me at thetruckingcouple@gmail.com. You'll get a reply back with a link. Click that link. You can make a appointment and call and talk to me and ask any questions, or if you have any interest or anything like that, just let me know. Also, if you would like to get text notifications of when I go live, you can text the letters TTC to 1-888-697-1478. Just do a text message. The phone number is to 1-888-697-1478. And you just send the text message, you type TTC. Pretty simple. And before I get started, as always, I always give a big shout out to all the hashtag hyfieldfamily that are watching the videos and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And love you guys. So hope you're all doing well out there. So drivers versus dispatchers is something that you hear all the time. It's in memes. It's all over Facebook groups. It's one of the biggest complaints you hear from both sides. We hear it more on the driver's side, of course, because that's what we're privy to. But it's not lost on us that it happens on the dispatcher side too. And this past week, we were in Orlando at the Panther owners meeting, and I got to talk to a lot of the executives. And one that stands out, conversations that really stood out, was Michael and quality control. And we talked for a while, and Mike's a great guy. I'm glad I got to meet him. And we had a lot of common things and a lot of common input. And this is what I wanted to get across to everybody. Both people, dispatchers and drivers, are that. They're just people. And they are tasked both with doing a job. And the job is kind of the same job if you think about it, because the dispatcher is tasked by his employer, his or her employer, to make as much money for the company as possible. The driver is not only tasked with getting the load there efficiently, on time, and safely, but they are also tasked with making the truck as much money as possible, because our business model is a revenue driven model. It's how much revenue is brought to the truck. It doesn't matter what the per mile basis is. Yes, of course. But at the end of the day, it's a revenue. You make a percentage of whatever the truck makes. So the driver is tasked with, making that truck as much money as possible. Now, they both have a job to do, and they're both pulling in opposite directions. It's a tug of war. And what you hope for is that somewhere in the middle, you can find an agreement in the middle where both people do okay. It's important as a driver and as a fleet owner that the carrier that we support does well. Because at the end of the day, whether it's Panther or FedEx, doesn't matter. If the carrier isn't there, we don't have a sandbox to play in. And it's important that we have a sandbox to play in. Believe me. So we want them to do well, and we want to do well. So somewhere in the middle is that happy medium, that happy place. The problem is that people on both sides, and I'm not pointing fingers at dispatchers, I'm not pointing fingers at drivers, people on both sides sometimes take it way too personally, and it goes too far. And I think it's important that everybody just takes a step back and understands that we're just we all have a common goal. It's how we get there. And if it can't work out, which is going to happen a lot of times, if it can't work out and it doesn't work out, Well, at that point, that's when you have to say, okay, it didn't work out, and that's fine. But there's no room in the business for people to be rude to each other, and it makes an already difficult job on both sides more difficult. So try to think of this as a when you're talking to somebody, whether it's in dispatch or you're talking to a driver dispatchers, just try to think, would you talk that way to your grandma? If you wouldn't talk that way to your grandma, don't talk that way to the other person. That's my best advice that I can give. I want to give a shout out also while I'm doing the video. I'm going to give something away during this video. Naztech, I've been using their products for a long time. They're magnetic holders, and they're doing some headsets, Bluetooth headsets, but they're magnetic mounts I've been using for years. They've been in my description for a long time. This is a Naztech MagBuddy. It is a dash mount. It's got a little steel plate, a little pivoting head. Seen a lot of these in a lot of trucks. The only thing that I haven't bad to say is that the glue doesn't hold for a long, long time, but it's such a good magnet that I usually end up super gluing it. But this one has, let's see, it has that carbon finish, the 4 magnets. It's a low profile design. It's got a cable clip, and it is 360 swivel, and it's adjustable. They just do a really great job. This one comes with the dash mount, a couple of plates, and I'm going to give it away. This one was not provided by Naztech. This one was brought to you from Highfield Trucking, a company that I am a business partner with and part owner. And we love their products, and uh, just want to give you, the viewers, some things to think about and some cool giveaways. So stick around and we'll talk some more about on how you can win this. But back to the dispatchers and the drivers, I want there to be harmony. And it's not, I'm not delusional. I understand that it's not going to be a perfect thing and it's not going to happen all the time and it's not going to happen overnight. But we have to start somewhere and we have to try with each other. We're usually dealing with 1 or 2 or 3 loads, some decisions as a driver from a driver's view. And the dispatcher is dealing with hundreds of trucks, sometimes multiple loads, an 8-hour shift, and getting beat up all day long on the phone. And it's tough for them too. And I'm not blowing sunshine up anybody's butt or anything like that. It's just that I think it's important to know that they have a job to do and we have a job to do. And if we can both make some money, great. That's a great thing. But try to keep that in mind when you're talking to these people, either side. There are dispatchers out there. I've heard calls, I've heard stories, I've heard drivers tell me of the things that are said, and they shouldn't be said. And if you are a driver and you are working with a carrier, especially if it's Panther or FedEx, and it's not with us at Highfield and it's with somebody else, you know, escalate that. Call and talk to a supervisor. Make sure that they know how you were treated, but have your ducks in a row. Make sure you know what the load was, who you talked to, what time the call went in on, and have everything. Because I can tell you from the carrier's side, they don't want it happening either. And they take it very seriously. Now, they don't want the drivers talking to their dispatchers that way either. And there's really, it's a little bit higher of a standard on the expediting side than it is on truckload or LTL, and it's not forced dispatch, but it's something that I want you to think about and consider. And if you can do it in a nice way, excuse me, hiccup, I think that would go a long way in making our lives a little bit easier to deal with. Anyways, that's my 2 cents. If you have, keep it nice. If you want to win this, I'll be giving it away sometime during the 3rd week of September. All you have to do is comment below if you have something to say about a dispatchers. Keep it nice. Be nice. be nice, and I will reply to your comment with a number, and then we'll do a random number generator, and then I'll give this away on one of my live streams. If you would like to email me, you want to reach out and talk to me, you're interested in becoming an expediter, please email me at thetruckingcouple@gmail.com. I'll get back to you with a automatic reply. You click the link, you make an appointment, you call at the time of the appointment, we talk, and you can ask all your questions. If you would like to get text notifications when I post a video or when I go live, you text the letters TTC to 1-888-697-1478. Text the letters TTC to 1-888-697-1478. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Thank you, Naztech. Thank you, Highfield Trucking, for the prize that we're giving away. Guys, stay safe out there. Stay profitable. And hashtag HighFieldFamily. You guys stay safe too. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye.